Hey seniors, it's Mr. Reen. Hopefully this will be a quick check-in on how to actually update and add information to your SCOIR account as we move towards senior checkouts. When you log into your SCOIR account, you likely will still see this little window icon up here where it indicates information regarding applications. Once again, you can hit the exit button up here at the top right-hand corner if that's still showing up. You can see here we log into the home page. And if you logged in here before, great. If not, this is the first time. We can still use this information. We will require you to enter all the results from your college applications, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So up at the top right-hand corner, under My Colleges, if you click on that, what it's going to show you is several different columns. And I do have a couple here hidden. Okay, so that's okay if you do have that hidden. You see some things over there. But you'll have 4 or 5 different columns here at the top. If you've added stuff to SCOIR already, great. If not, and these are all blank, that's also fine. I'm going to show you how to do both. If you've added all of your schools that you've been in the process of applying to, dragging and dropping and updating your information is rather easy. All right, so if we are going to be now updating our results, say we got, so Cal Poly, here's Cal Poly. If we're going to say we are no longer following or applying, I have now applied, we can start dragging and dropping colleges to this applied column. Okay, and so it's going to ask you a couple questions. We applied through the college website, regular decision. This is informational, but it's not super important. If you want to say, yes, I did, say I applied as business. And then if you applied test optional, didn't report that, that's not super crucial for us to know. Okay, but if you hit save, that's going to update and now show this. So you do have to add colleges by either dragging and dropping into the applied column, or you can click add a college here at the top and say we wanted to write in Harvard. Okay, we applied, say, the Common App. If you don't have your Common App ID, don't worry too much about that. Pick your decision or your deadline, say I applied early action. I'm going to say leave the rest of that there. Okay, you can do that, and please do that for every single school that you submitted an application to. I know for some of you that's quite a few, but this data will roll over and we collect this data. And this is what has helped us help you by collecting this information from prior seniors. We do collect this, and we are collecting both admissions, wait lists, denials, withdrawals, things like that, because it's important data for us to have on hand. So once you've added all the schools that you've applied to, the next thing that we need to do is actually go through and update the results, because as you can see here, the outcome is pending on all of these. So once we've actually done this, you can click on the name of the school in the applied column, and then what we're going to be doing is updating this outcome, which you can see here. If for some reason you have a school on this list that you can't remove for some reason, you can click did not apply if you actually did not apply to it. But if you hit edit outcome, what we can do is we will say if it was deferred or if you were waitlisted, you would select that appropriate checkbox. But then under the drop down, it gives you a lot of different options. Accepted and denied probably being the two most common. But if you have a conditional acceptance or if you withdrew that application, that would be the appropriate thing there. So we'll just go ahead and pick the correct one. We'll hit save, and then we'll go down and just click the next one down and hit edit outcome. And then if I was waitlisted, I would check that. And then if I knew that I was waitlisted and then I got accepted off the wait list, for example, I would select that correct button. We would do that for each individual outcome. Maybe I withdrew this application because I accepted a spot at Cal Poly, for example, and we would make that choice there. Okay, so once we actually have gone through and updated all those results, what we can then do is underneath this, you can drag or click on the 3 dots, but if you drag and drop the college that you are going to be enrolling in up here, that will provide you with some additional information. It's going to ask you a quick questionnaire, surrounding location. I'm just going to pick a couple. Hit save. That helps populate their data to help make matches for further students. Okay, and you can undo that, I believe, too. So you can come in here and when you click on it, unmark as enrolling if you made a mistake or changing your mind. Okay, but once I click mark as enrolling, that will update this information, and that's also the list that we will be using to help us cross-check our transcript reporting process later this school year. So once again, please make sure that you've done this. If you do this before our senior checkout that will start in mid-May, that will severely help our time frame related to that. Instead of having to enter all this information correctly, if we just go through and double check information without having to do the manual entry, it will save us probably 10 minutes per student. So if you can make sure that you do this process prior to our senior checkouts, which will start in mid-May, it's greatly appreciated. And then the last thing related to this, we're not collecting this via SCOIR, but I would encourage you to start collecting this information, because I will also ask you about this at senior checkouts, is if you've been offered any sort of merit-based scholarships from your colleges or universities, or any scholarship organizations outside of the Tahoe Truckee Community Scholarship application. We get all that information, so I don't need that scholarship details, but anything like, say you got an academic award from Clemson, or you were a presidential scholarship recipient from Montana State. That information is helpful for us as we collect it, but we will also recognize merit-based scholarship awards at the Senior Awards Night coming up in June. If you have any questions related to SCOIR, entering this information, senior checkouts, finishing up the school year well, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you and hopefully make this end of school year fun, pretty smooth and seamless, and just a great end of the 4 years of high school. All right, take it easy.